this week's mashup here for Geeks Who Like Sports. As always, I am Ray Carcillo, joined my best friend entire world over in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lee Elias. Lee, this is a rare mashup that came really from the heart of the episode. We discussed it, and it happened a bit on the fly, a bit generically, but to make it a little more interesting here for the folks for the special mashup this week, we're doing something special, aren't we?
We are. So it came up on the episode. If you've already listened to the last episode, God bless you. But if you did that little short episode, today's topic, which came from the episode, is what pro wrestler would make a great Ghostbuster? Now, we discussed this a little bit on the show. We talked about Randy Savage being a Ghostbuster. So in the essence of this, Ray, instead of just debating one wrestler, what we're going to do is this. We're going to have a lightning round. I'll participate. I am going to mention Ghostbusters villains. And for those of you watching, there's a lot more than you probably think.
Yeah.
Right? And we have to kind of quickly pick a wrestler to fight that villain. Okay? And you can't use the same wrestler twice. So there's a little bit of a game show style. Ray, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. We'll start with an easy one. Okay? This kind of gives everybody the idea. Okay. The obvious easy one, Slimer.
Okay. So for me,
yep.
I would, for me, there's two that come to mind. There's either
only one in my mind, but yes, go ahead.
For me, because of the conversations they would have, first would be George the Animal Steel.
That's a good
because
pick.
it's just he's just him too. So it's like and then Slimer's like right. Yeah. Or because of an eating contest, Andre the Giant versus Slimer. I don't
know. You can't use him twice if you pick him here. You might want to save Andre for later on. I have other villains.
I'll do George the Animal Steel then here. I'll say George the Animal Steel versus
It's a
Slimer.
good pick. My pick, it's a good pick. Actually, now I have two because you said that. One would be Junkyard Dog.
Another good one. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Or another one kind of from our era is It's Time. Yeah. It's Vader time. So yeah, Vader could be a good matchup. But between those three, George the Animal, a Junkyard Dog, and Vader are all good picks. Okay, but so you understand how the game goes now, okay?
Yes.
So they're off the table here. So Slimer getting crossed off the list. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go down. They're gonna get worse and worse and worse. Okay, actually, this one's gonna be another layup. This is kind of the fun one. Janosh from number 2, Ghostbusters 2, the artist. He's very annoying. It is him. It is Vingo. You'll remember him as kind of like the love interest of Sigourney Weaver. Not her love interest. He loved her.
Right. Yeah. He was obsessed with her. Yeah.
Janosh, Ray, your pick.
Oh gosh, small and annoying.
Maybe Mini Vader.
I was gonna say like Spike Dudley.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with X-Pac.
That's a good one.
He was equally as annoying.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. After a while, all the Bronco Busters had enough. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Spike Dudley though against Jin. I think it'd be an even match.
I think that's good. All right, now we're gonna get to some of the other villains now. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do a tag team match.
Okay.
Between Zool, the dog.
Yeah.
And the other dog, the gatekeeper and the keymaster.
Yeah.
It's a tag team match.
See, now to me, this is where you would use Junkyard Dog.
See? Right? Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. It's Vince Clortho was the other one, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. See, yeah, the two hellhounds basically that possess Rick Moranis.
It is Zool and Vince.
Yeah. I would say this is a point where you would use Junkyard Dog, and then oh man.
I mean, again, this is one that's kind of obvious to me. Because there's two guys that are a tag team already. Their whole gimmick was a tag team.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, then you have the Legion of Doom.
The Legion has to be the Legion of Doom.
What a rush!
That was just Ray normally on a Monday morning. Am I right though? Like that's got to be the pick.
Yeah, I think the Legion of Doom. Yeah, I think the Legion of Doom takes on the Hellhounds.
All right, we got 4 left. This next one's kind of a toss up. Now, some of you might not know who this is. If you're not deeply into Ghostbusters, Ray will know right away. But this is one you're going to have to think about because this is a villain that we never meet. Well, we do meet, kind of. Ivo Shandor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we meet him briefly, his reanimated corpse in the third film, the third real film. Yeah.
But he's See, to me, he's kind of like someone who might
He's
escort a
the
wrestler out.
he's the architect, right?
Right.
He's almost like a Paul Heyman kind of guy, right?
So
Like
that's where my mind was going. Again, for those of you who don't know, in the first movie, the building that Dana is in, where all this takes place,
it was
Ivo
built
Shandor
by
made
Shandor.
that, yes, and in the third movie, he's a major player in the third.
Right, it's his
the
mind that Egon
Right.
was exploring, and oh, I can't
he's
think
all
of his,
over Ghostbusters, but if you don't know what you're watching, you might miss it a lot. That's what I'm basically trying to say.
yeah.
But yeah,
He was played by J. Jonah Jameson. I can't
It's
whose
true.
name in that film.
And I always thought of him a little bit of a pallbearer, or like you said,
yeah, like a Paul Heyman. Or,
Yeah.
Paul Bearer is probably more on brand, on theme.
Right.
For sure, but definitely one of those great all-time managers,
Right.
right? Like maybe even a classy Freddie Blassie.
Maybe. I was thinking like a Shane McMahon. Like it's almost like it's got to be someone who's not typically a wrestler, but comes out from time to time.
Yeah. No,
Right?
for sure. Yeah.
I don't want to go Mr. McMahon. I think that's actually too big.
Yeah.
But I could see Shane O'Mac taking on Evo. Evo Shandor. Okay, we're down to the final three. Are you ready?
Okay. Yep.
We're gonna go in order of power, I think, here.
Okay.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Well, that's Andre.
Yeah,
to me, that's Andre.
See, I helped you out there.
Andre.
I was like, you guys save Andre the Giant for Mr. Stay Puft. I agree with you. I'm not sure there's anybody else I'd want to put up against him.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Big Show.
Yeah, but I think you got to go old school. You got to go 80s. You got to go Andre.
Andre is the better pick for that. Okay. We're going to go backwards here from second most powerful to powerful. The next one is Vigo the Carpathian, Lord of Alpathia, commands you to pick an opponent in the ring.
See, to me, that's Mr. McMahon.
You think so? I don't know. I don't think McMahon could take him.
That or maybe an Undertaker.
I think Undertaker is better suited for this match than the obvious next match coming up.
Yeah.
I think Undertaker versus Vigo would be a really good match. Or maybe even Kane. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, the Brothers of Destruction. Yeah.
Maybe just Kane, though. Maybe this could lead nicely into the next one.
Okay.
I think I could see Kane fighting Vigo. That actually makes more sense to me than the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're ready for the big bad. The evil villain of two major Ghostbuster films.
Yeah.
Gozer the Gardarian. Yeah, Gozer the Gozerian.
Yes.
I mixed Guardian in there for some reason. Gozer. Are you a god? That was horrible. I tried.
Well, if she asked Mr. McMahon, he would say yes.
McMahon would be one of the Ghostbusters. He'd be annoying and horrible in this. It's got to be that. Gozer's here, and she wants to wrestle.
I was almost going to say McMahon's almost more like Walter Peck at some point. I think.
I kind of want to say Rhea here, but there's a lot to pick from here.
Yeah. Oh,
Rhea would be good.
I mean, if it's a women's match, right? Then you maybe do a Charlotte Flair. Yeah, right.
China?
Like,
you want to go back in time a little bit?
Maybe.
She would lose, but
I think so too. I mean, you've got Jade Cargill now.
Yeah. Rhea
or Charlotte would go for that. I think
if it's a classic wrestler for Gozer, I mean, Taker that would be a great match, but it's too obvious, right?
Yeah.
Who else could fight Gozer the Gozerian?
John Cena.
She can't see him.
It's true.
I mean,
they have similar haircuts.
Aim for the high top.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, 4 unlikely people beat her. So I'm wondering if maybe it's an unlikely.
Yeah.
Like The Rock doesn't make sense here. Like Rocky Maivia might.
I would love to see
the Nation of Domination takes out Gozer.
There you go. I was gonna say I want to see Sergeant Slaughter fight somebody too. Like I'm gonna send you home in an itty trap.
Yeah.
An itty bitty trap.
You'll notice that like Hogan didn't make an appearance here. Sting probably could have made an appearance. Goldberg.
Sting. I think Sting because as the Crow persona.
Yeah.
I think could definitely maybe even you could put on that team against Gozer.
Yep.
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, there you go. NWO. The NWO versus Gozer.
Yeah, at their peak, not when they split up into the realm.
Yes. No. The original NWO. Hall, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan.
I'm not going back. I still think Kane is the right one for Vigo, but I could see Goldberg fighting Vigo.
Yeah, I could see that too.
At his peak.
Yes.
He was undefeated for 87 years for no reason.
Yes.
All right, well, look, there you have it. Look, listen, that's a lot of Ghostbusters villains. But we want to know
what you think.
All right, you can pick any villain you want from Ghostbusters. You can pick more than one. I need to know what wrestler do you think is perfect to take on any of these villains. Let's go over them again. Goes to the Gozerian, Vigo, Lord of Alpathia, the Carpathian, Slimer, Janosh, Andre, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Zool. It's like saying that. Zool, and Evo Shandor. There's other villains I haven't even spoken about. Walter.
Yeah, we're just talking about the movies. I mean, there's the Boogeyman could take on the Boogeyman.
You're right. There's a lot. There's
like, I mean, there's Samhain, aka the Pumpkinhead, aka the Spirit of Halloween, right? Yeah. Like that's somebody that Undertaker I think would take on, right? Like
that's a good point.
Of Halloween, right? Like there's you go into the expanded universe and we start really getting into some fun ones,
right? And there you go. And again, we also excluded the other film. I just didn't dive into that for lots of different reasons, but you can pick from that too if you would like to. All right, but we got to know what you think. Which wrestlers would do this? We're going to ask our friends at the New to Wrestling podcast to chime in on this one.
Yep.
Okay. They should hopefully do that. And that's it. That's it. That's the mashup. Great mashup, Ray. When you come up with them, they're great.
They're few and far between, but it's I'm like a Giancarlo Stanton, right? Like I'm a 200 hitter, but when I hit the ball, it goes a real long way.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. That's this week's mashup. Tune in again next week for more hijinks here at Geeks Who Like Sports. Of course, stay tuned for our next full episode. But until then, that's Lee. I'm Ray. Thanks for watching.